morning, I woke up before the sun. My small bag was already packed. It was my first flight experience. The cure to Abuja. As I stepped out of my room, I looked at the sky and whispered, "Today I'm touching you." The road to the airport felt endless. The driver's radio played softly, but my mind was louder. I kept thinking, what if the plane falls? What if I forget something important? Then I laughed at myself and told my fear to stay behind in Akure. When the car stopped at Akure Airport, my heart began to race. I had seen airports only on TV. Now I was standing right there. For the first time, I realized my dream was bigger than my fear. Inside the airport, everything was shiny. Beautiful glasses, amazing interior decorations, and professional staffs. After being verified by the security guys, I moved straight to the check-in area where my ticket would be stamped. And after that, I moved to the waiting room. While waiting for the next flight to Abuja, I was reading a novel and I really enjoyed the atmosphere around me. A few moments later, the flight arrived. When I stepped into the plane, cool air touched my face. I found my seat by the window and whispered, "So this is the bird that flies in the sky." The plane began to move faster and faster until suddenly the world disappeared beneath me. When I looked outside, I couldn't believe it. Clouds looked like soft pillows, the rivers like shiny ropes. For a moment, I forgot my fear. It was a great experience indeed. The plane flied higher and higher than I could ever imagined. At a point, I felt uncomfortable with my negative thoughts. The thought of plane crash kept coming into my mind. Suddenly, there was turbulence. The unimaginable happened, and it felt like my life was coming to an end. It was a plane crash. So, this is going to be my end. But that seemed to be the reward of my negative thoughts. But it never happened. It was just a dream. But after like 2 hours of the flying, then the pilot said, "We are now descending into Abuja." When the wind touched the ground, I closed my eyes and whispered, "Thank you, God. This is Abuja." When I stepped outside, the air felt different, warmer, lighter, like a new beginning. I looked at the plane behind me and smiled. That was the bird that carried me higher than I'd ever been. They say your first flight changes you. Yes, mine did. For more beautiful stories like this, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel.